Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
On first down, Jordan. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
On 3rd down, Jordan. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and the Patriots have it. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
That's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So, Charles, a nice throw there by a man who, until this week, was the backup here, elevated to get the start due to injury. How different do you think this offense will be?
Well, the hope is not much, but obviously it's hard to say until you get out there and see how your guys respond. And fortunately, this might just be a 1 or 2 week absence. But I do think that this unit has faith in him. They believe that he can play well, and they're going to band together to give him every opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Tackled by Darrell Taylor. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Jordan.
They're trying to find Sharp, but it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
The point after is good, and it's now 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan?
And this throw will be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Flushed out right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Off play action. Fields.
Rolling to his right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Mills. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. 21-0 our score after 1. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing...
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But if their intensity doesn't waver, I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
He finds his man, complete. That's Mills.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Justin Fields.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. To throw on second down. Jordan. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
Check 56. Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Operating from the gun. Jordan. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it a second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw on second down. Jordan. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots open the lead up to 34-0. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Extra point up and through. And a route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
On 1st and 10, Jordan. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Tua Tagovailoa, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for New England.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The extra point up and good. And it is 42-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On play action, Fields.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Play action. It's Fields.
Being chased out left.
And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Justin Fields
with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Patriots are pouring it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
taken at the goal line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Kenneth Murray.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here's Fields.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. To throw is Fields.
Dancing to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Justin Fields
keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. From the gun, Jordan. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Back to throw. Jordan. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriots ready to get the football back. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
I'm going to show you, man.
And they are going to score again. Another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw. Jordan. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jordan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way down to the 12.
Come on now, let's go.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on 3rd down. Jordan. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back to throw again. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Good running from Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead. Positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.